You're listening to The Morning Show with Dave Hyde on 99.2 Hermitage FM, online and on your smart speaker.
And I've got Maddox Jones on the phone now. Maddox, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, it's nice to speak to you on a lovely Thursday morning.
Yeah. The weather's doing its thing, the up and down, isn't it? The usual English weather, but there you go.
Yeah, we can't go out and enjoy it just yet, can we?
No.
But that brings us on to your song, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Can't Wait for Summer.
Yeah.
Which is out now. Tell me about the song, because I love it. We've been playing it for a few weeks, so tell me more about the song. Where did it come from?
So I actually only wrote it in February. I was moving house, an old 8-track recorder, which is referenced in obviously in the first verse of the lyrics. And it made me kind of get a bit nostalgic and think about times past when I used to sit in my bed sit when I was like 18, just making music and fancying girls, really. So that's kind of what the song's about. But also, it's kind of, the song was going to be called Future Memories, which is about making the ultimate memories in the future. About and yeah, that's kind of what it is, really.
But then it came into Can't Wait for the Summer.
Yeah, exactly. Then it kind of it kind of grew into this song that was quite relatable for now, I guess.
What can't you wait for the summer for?
Go to the pub, have a pint, just wherever you want, stand up, go and hug your mate. Do you know what I mean? Just normal stuff, and gigs as well, like going to festivals, gigs, putting my own gigs on. Yeah, I just can't wait for all of that.
Have you got many gigs planned for this year?
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 so far, but I'm working on more now, so...
You got any festivals to do, or is it just literally your own gigs?
In Dorset called Islesville. Things are basically, I'm working on my album, which is for later this year. So I think 2022 will be more about festivals for me. But I'll be doing a tour later this year as well.
And I've been looking at your Instagram. I want to know, how have you managed in the last 12 months to keep that beard trimmed?
I've done it myself, really. And also my girlfriend helped, stuff like that.
It's the most complicated thing in the world, isn't it? I've learned we need hairdressers in this last 12 months.
Yeah, have you got a beard as well?
No, but I tend to keep short hair. My other half gave me the best undercut ever when we first started in lockdown.
Nice.
So, yeah, keeping that grooming thing, especially when you're doing Instagram and trying to get your music out there and get your face out there, it's one of those, it's important, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'll just kind of let it grow now. I kind of like it, so...
Can I ask, when you start writing your music, because I've looked at what sort of music or where you come from, you came from an indie band before you sort of became a solo artist. What did you do in the indie band?
I sang as well, and I did the same thing.
Same instruments, or did you go in a different style?
No, I didn't even play anything, I just sang, really. I did play guitar, but I not on stage. I just used to play guitar just to write the songs, and there was 2 other guitarists in the band. So. And
then when you sort of started doing your own stuff, you sort of decided this was the way I was going to go, and this is how I was going to.
Just what I do. Yeah.
So you wrote this in February. How did you record it?
I recorded it at mine, and then I had a guy who's Dave, who's like my producer. That we're in the same bubble, so I just went round his house, literally around the corner, and recorded it there.
Because I know a lot of people have been doing like remote recording sessions. And
we did a bit of that as well with the mixing and stuff.
And have you found it to be weird to sort of send your tracks over to someone to do the mixing and then not sort of be in that room with them?
It's a bit annoying. You have to go a bit back and forth a bit more, do you know what I mean? Because if it's not quite right, you got to send them a list of what you want and tell them if you're in the room, you can just kind of say it and it's a lot easier, but you have to just work through it, really.
And has this been your first time where you've sat there and gone, no, this is what I want? And because it's your single, you haven't had to... I know you had the EP.
Yeah, exactly. So it's quite cool. But I always take the, opinions of other people as well. That's why I hire them, do you know what I mean? Because of their expertise. So.
And what sort of styles are you looking for? You going the same sort of style for the rest of the albums, for the rest of the year?
It'll all be brought together by my voice. I mean, the next single's a bit more of like a... sheet. You sound a bit like sheep, a bit more like funky, like 70s funk.
Okay.
So that should be cool.
So you've got a massive wide range of sounds.
Yeah.
You've got something for everybody, and it sounds like when you go to your gigs, you're gonna have a party really, because you've got all sorts of music being played.
Yeah, basically, it's party vibes. My gigs, yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Now I've got one of the Black Prince which is out on Saturday, the 22nd of May.
Yeah.
This Saturday, I'm on at 8 o'clock. It's outside. You can have a table and it's covered. There's a marquee. So
now I've also learned as well that your record label, you're quite a unique artist to them.
Yeah,
because they signed To Unlimited, Entrance, Zombie Nation, A to B.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So your sound is completely unique. To be honest,
I signed to them in 2018 when I was kind of doing more of a dancing, but like the guy Jürgen, he just loves good songs, and he let me grow as be the artist I want to be, which is really cool. Like so I get to kind of do what I like, but well, within reason, as long as it's good.
Sort of developing all the way through. And the front cover to this as well, I really do like it, and I've noticed the camera that's in your hand. Are you a keen photographer then?
Yeah, I'm not. Do you know what? That camera was actually the photographer's, and it's not mine. We use it as a prop. I do like photos, but I'm not a massive. I like taking Polaroids, I mean, all that kind of stuff. I do love photography, but I'm not that good.
So outside of music, what do you get up to? What do you do to sort of relax, go and start writing, get your ideas?
I do a lot of walking. I read a bit. I listen to music. I'm a bit of a football fan, so I watch a lot of football. I'm Man United. What about you? Oh, Leicester the other day.
I don't do football, but I hear they had a very good day on Saturday.
They did, yeah. Well, they did. They beat Chelsea, which is big.
Well, someone said to me that they've got a revenge match this week for the Premiership.
They have, yeah.
So
they've got a revenge match because they're third and fourth in the league, but there's about 3 or 4 teams around that are vying for top 4.
Yeah,
because that's when you get into European Champions League. So yeah, it's all quite tense to end the season.
Yeah, see, I'm the biggest supporter of my legs because my legs support me, like, you know what I mean?
So, are you into any sport?
No, I'm not. I'm a bit boring when it comes to sports. I'm a geek. I'll quite happily pick up a comic book. I'll quite happily go walk around a comic convention.
Nice. That's good. Nothing wrong with that, mate.
No, and it's become cool to be a geek.
Yeah, exactly. It is cool to be a geek. I've only been a supporter recently, really, so I'm looking forward to going to some matches.
Is it grab a ticket, go and see what it's all about, and then enjoy it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've got some good news for you, because every time I do this, I try and grab some what I call quick-fire questions, right? So it may develop into more of a conversation, do not worry, but answer honestly and answer quickly. How's that for you?
Yeah.
And they're a bit of fun. I try and do the same ones with most people, just so people know what they are. So, would you rather text or talk to somebody on the telephone?
Talk.
What was the nickname your parents gave you?
I didn't have one. Dave, I don't know.
Dave, everyone, just because everyone's got a friend named Dave.
No, exactly.
So, Taylor Swift is?
An awesome singer-songwriter.
Everyone says it just because everyone wants to sing with them. You creep.
No. No, I like her. She's good.
But do you like old Taylor, new Taylor?
New Taylor, not old Taylor. Taylor's awesome.
Get rid of the country songs.
Yeah, I love the last album from last year.
No, not a bad album. She's just re-released as well, hasn't she? The first album that she's re-recorded. Can you say good day, mate, in an Australian accent?
Good day, mate.
Are you a more music person or podcast person when doing things around the house?
Podcast.
And what's worse, laundry or dishes?
Laundry.
What's your favourite podcast, by the way, at the moment?
My favourite podcast? I've just started watching it. It's by called Elwick Neighbourhood Association podcast, and it's done by a guy called Mike Wozniak, right? And it's basically he's just this local dude. It's a town in Exeter, and he just comes on. It's because the newsletter's been stopped. Mm-hmm. He's now doing it as a podcast, and he just does silly updates of like what's happening in the town. There's a guy who's it's just quite funny.
So if you could be a member of any TV sitcom, which TV sitcom would it be?
Men Behaving Badly.
He says. Some great memories back in the 90s. So if you could read a book today, what book would you pick up and start reading?
How to be successful on TikTok. No, not really. Maybe Jack Kerouac, like On the Road.
If you could appear in Game of Thrones or Harry Potter, which one would it be?
Cool. Harry Potter, because I'm less likely to die. Yeah, so I feel like Harry would, like, you know what I mean? I feel like Game of Thrones, you're more like prone to just getting killed. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Totally agree.
Just randomly.
Totally agree. At least Harry's there to protect everyone. I think there was only 2 deaths in the whole of Harry Potter, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Are you a Netflix person or a YouTube person?
Netflix.
And what's the best thing that's happened to you this month?
What's the best thing that's happened to me this month? Going to Glasgow, actually, to see her tomorrow for a little holiday.
It sounds like you've got that planned. How long are you up there for? A few days or...?
Yeah, a few days before the gig, innit? And I'll come back down.
Oh, it's going to be great. And the best question I can ask anybody. What's for dinner tonight?
What's for dinner tonight? I don't even know. I'm probably going to have spaghetti bolognese.
Everyone does it. Lasagna, spaghetti bolognese. They're the main answers I get on that question.
Is it?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Are you making it yourself, though?
Yeah, I'm making it myself, yeah.
Is there a secret to your sauce?
I do like... I am a fan of seasoning, so I season the meat while it's cooking, get some onions in there, and I think the key is you got to let it boil for a while, do you know what I mean? Let it simmer, get the flavours,
Did you ever think at this time in the morning on a Thursday I'd be asking you questions about cooking your tea?
Oh, no, yeah, there you go.
Well, that was Maddox Jones. Maddox, thank you very much for joining me this morning.
No problem.
Cool.
No, it's my pleasure.
Well, this is Maddox's brand new single, which we've been playing for a few weeks, and it's available now. It's called Can't Wait for the Summer.
Nice one.
You're listening to The Morning Show with Dave Hyde on 99.2 Hermitage FM. Online and on your smart speaker.